so whenever you're ready, take us up.
Alright, eyes are outside. Initiating pickup.
Nice and easy. Oh, alright, so now just go forward. Nice and easy. Just slow it down. Oh, it looks like the wind's almost like behind us and to the right. So we have the low wing here, the high wing there, and high wing. Just slow up a little, make it easy, you know, a fast walk. Because if you have to like readjust, it's, you know, you'll be all over the place, so just take your time. Come back just a little, slow it up, slow it up. There we go, thank you. Alright, so I have ground in. So we just go right on ground, helicopter 555 uniform proper, AP ramp. I'm ready to taxi the whiskey pad for takeoff. So give them a call.
On ground, helicopter November 555 uniform proper, AMD ramp, ready to taxi the whiskey pad.
Stock 902-131, continue taxi via Echo Foxtrot, cross runway 33, right?
Echo Foxtrot, cross runway 33, right, manager on the
Helicopter 555 uniform Papa line on the ground, hover taxi to the whiskey pad, contact tower ready for departure.
555 uniform Papa, taxi to the whiskey pad, contact tower for departure.
Alright, so we're clear right and left. Yeah, once you speak to them the first time, you just go 5 uniform Papa. A few less things. So we're clear right and left, so we're coming around. So let's go nice and slow. Hit the frequency button, so we're on tower.
Frequency button has been changed.
Alright, so we're on tower, all in 9.3. Nice and slow. Taxi is down, nice and above the gauge. Nice and slow. Remember, we got a tailwind, so. Nice.
Let it do the work. Let it.
Yep.
Long Island Tower, Cap 3139, ready to go with 24.
Cap 3139, Long Island Tower, winds 240
Alright, right tail is clear, so we're turning around. To the wing.
Clear for takeoff, Cap 3139er.
So we're now pointing into wing. So if you just want to contact tower, tell them we're at whiskey pad, ready for departure.
Tower 55 uniform Papa, whiskey pad, ready for departure.
Helicopter 555 uniform Papa, Long Island Tower for now, fly heading 060 north of runway 24 at all times, winds 2309 at whiskey pad, clear for takeoff.
Alright, 5 uniform Papa on heading 060, whiskey pad for clear takeoff, west of 24 at all times.
Type 716 Tango Delta, use
we're coming this way, we're turning to the right. So let's push through, nice and slow. Nice and slow.
Thank you, 6 Tango Delta.
There's our thing. Alright, so start our climb out to the right. So into the wind. Coming up. Keep our airspeed, keep our airspeed. And we still keep on our turn around. Because we can't climb, we have to take off into the wind and we can't cross 624, so we're coming around and we're parallel to 6 on this side.
Right.
That's why she gave us heading 060. And then she'll clear us, so we don't want to get too close to.
So the
I got 5 uniform Papa, look for traffic, Cessna joining a mile final there at 500 feet.
5 uniform Papa, I have traffic in sight.
Cap 3139, contact departure.
So get us,
Contact departure, Cap 3139er.
get us back
5
up.
uniform Papa, the right turnout eastbound approved behind that traffic.
Alright, 5 uniform Papa, the right turnout is approved once traffic is passed.
So get us back to 55 for our climb. Well, once we get past them, then we can turn on 090.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that go on, so that's why I just took over.
Clear track 491, no need to respond. Traffic helicopter passing off your right has you in sight.
Now 5 uniform Papa, traffic parallel, starting to turn out to 090.
Helicopter 5 uniform Papa, roger, proceed on course at below 1,400, your radar contact will show you at 5.
5 uniform Papa, get 500 feet on course.
So we can climb to 1,400, so slow us up to 60, bring us up, and just keep us on pointing to the E. Just a little slower.
2921, Royal
We're
Tower,
closer.
24 full length, we'll line up and wait.
Yeah, we're much closer.
Track 181, exit Bravo, makes 180, hold short.
Good, perfect.
Delta Bravo, we'd like to go back to the ramp, clear track 191.
Once again,
Track 191,
check our
exit
gauges,
Bravo,
all gauges are still good.
Contact
Eyes
ground,
back outside.
and have a good day. Thank you, clear track 191.
Very nice. So flying out here, I'm looking around any wind indicators. Haze is crap again, or smoke, or whatever.
Cessna 92131, winds 23011,
Visibility
runway
isn't the
24 full
greatest.
length, clear for
Alright, so we'll
takeoff.
come up to 1,000. So we'll go a tiny bit above 1,000. And then start pushing forward to get our airspeed between 65 and 70. And we should drop down. You can just lighten up on it. Alright. Perfect. So keep us between 65 and 70. Airspeed. We can come just to the right a little with the cyclic. When you hear the blade flapping like that, means you're like slowing down or descending, so it's another like indicator. That's good. Right there like that, yeah. We're not effective for the runway.
Nope. No longer on the approach path.
Yep. Perfect.
Oh, that's a good field. That's a big field right there.
Yeah. The soccer field?
Yeah.
Yeah, schools and places like that kind of get pissed when you I don't want you to land on them. Unless I have prior permission, you really can't land on them unless you have an emergency.
Contact departure, you have the flight.
Departure, thanks for your help.
Right. Emergency has priority.
Yes, exactly. Most important.
Perfect, Cessna 5 uniform power. Use caution, bookkeeping appears active. Radar shows no terminated, squawk VFR, change crew, have a good flight.
Alright, so squawk VFR. So when they do that, you just hit the VFR button, so we're going to 1200, so they're not reading us, you know, we're not on their radar anymore.
Right.
So now we can fly wherever we want at whatever altitude, as long as we're not breaking airspaces, whatever. Alright, so there's actually out of airport, but I want to, you know, actually we can go into the outer airport, so we'll do that. So what we're going to do is raise our car peak, keep us at 60 knots, so bring car peak up, and then just send us down to about 700 feet.
Okay.
So we're checking them out. We're clear left. We're clear forward, clear right. All the gauges still in the green and fuel is good. So now slowly start descending. So just push down the collective and get our descended. So when we're pushing down the power, you have to give it a little more right pedal.
A little bit more right.
One of the big things with helicopters is very small, easy adjustments. And try to like be ahead of the helicopter. Yeah, let's just stop at 500. We don't want to go screaming down. About 300 to 500 foot descent rate's fine. And try to be ahead, so you know when you're gonna reduce power, you'll start giving a little right pedal, just to stay ahead of the helicopter a little bit, so you don't have to do as many corrections. So let's just swing on a little. Alright, so I have 60 knots, about 58 knots, so it's slowing a slight headwind, so let's see if we can find something. I know there's some flags out here. So flags on that.
Pulling out towers, the 99
I can turn her down. I need to listen to that. So just do a nice orbit around, keep it off your shoulder, a landing spot, keep our airspeed between 55 and 60, 600 feet's fine. So I know there's flags out here. You know, he might ask you, or what do you do? You're out of airport landings and stuff like that. And you tell him here or whatever. This is the closest to it, depending on where you, you know, you go on your flight plan, or to the island and stuff. We don't really have any on the south shore. I mean, the north shore up there. So I'll be back here. All right. So we start turning, coming around, and we're trying to figure out where our winds are coming from. So I don't see any wind socks or.
I don't see a flag either. Not many patriotic people.
Right. Exactly. I know there's a flag out here somewhere. So actually there's a flag right there. You see it? The big flag?
Yes.
The building. So we know the flag, the winds are actually coming from this way. So that's perfect. So we're just going to make a climb, circular climb between 500 and 600 feet around. And we know we're coming in from the north towards the south. So our winds are coming from the south, southwest. So we'll be coming from the north, northeast end. Any hazards, I don't see any people, animals, or anything out there. For any wires, stuff like that, just watch our airspeed. Don't let us drop too much. Like I said, our engine and landing spots up top. So like I said, I did everything quick, but I'll go slow. Swing out a little bit further. You want to give yourself a nice, comfortable, easy turn. So like I said, I like up between this place and the school, somewhere in here is good to make a nice turn.
Okay.
Around. So like I said, I use at will, area, terrain, winds, hazards, entry, exit, landing spot. And I went over like the areas. I had terrain, trees, the blacktop, whatever. The winds we know are coming from the southwest. Entries from the northeast, north, and the landing spots at the top. I don't see any hazards, so
No hazard.
coming around. So we're up, we're turning our upwind, we're going into our crosswind turn right here. Once we make the right turn, that'll be our downwind. So we can come down about 500. So it's a little choppy, we feel, so we just want to keep positive control and keep our airspeed. We just want to come in for a nice normal approach. It's a little harder because it's almost like a normal approach to a steep approach because the trees are right where we want to land.
Right.
That's fine. Alright, so we're clear left, we're clear forward, we're clear right.
Clear right.
We can start make our right turn. So yeah, just give yourself enough room. So maybe swing out just a hair more. Keep yourself comfortable. Because you don't want to feel like you have to drop it on its, over on its side and have to push it over screaming nose over. So you want to give yourself a nice approach path coming in. Nice easy descent rate. Alright, that's how I can swing out close to this pole and then just come out around those buildings, in between the buildings and the power lines out there for my turn in. Alright, so
get our airspeed back in.
Yep. So it's still not downwind check, so I'm pulling car feet up. Check our gauges.
All gauges are in the green.
Fuel's
No
good,
lights.
car's good. No warning lights. So it's still clear left, forward and right, so you can start making a right turn. Not going over the head. Alright, I'll start slowly descending, make it easier on myself. So swing out. Make sure you're on the other side of this park, right in the middle of that parking lot probably is a good, maybe a little further close to the power lines because we're landing at the very top. We're not even landing at the end, so.
Right.
So I'm going to start our descent in a little bit.
Trying to keep the positive airspeed.
Yep. Yeah, just try to give us between 40 and 50 now. We don't want to get too much slow because then we get at the edge of the height velocity chart that if we lost our engine, to be able to get enough airspeed.
Right, for a proper auto rotation.
Right. So we go too slow. So just go straight a little bit, and then I'll start our turn in. Alright, let's start our turn in, and I would start slowing up because our landing spot's right at the top. I'll come out a little more to the left. The winds are more coming that way. This will come back. So get a good feel, take a look at everything out there. So we're high, so. Let's give it a little right pedal. Alright. Look, you got this big gap over here between the trees, right over past this blue sign, so I think this is a good angle. Got a bird that keeps on circling right there, and this one here. Good. So now we can come over, we don't want to slow down too much here. Keep our airspeed, because you feel the rumbles with the edge of the vortex. But it's good, now we head over this way. So now we know we're back into the wind. We're going to lose any headwind coming in here because of the trees, so just keep forward cycling. Forward cycling, that'll help. And once you get comfortable, a stable hover, and put it down. Are we a bit slopey here? A little bit, not too bad. Alright, how'd that feel for you?
That felt good.
Yeah.
I felt like just a little bit better power management.
Yes. You want to slow up too much, like you thought that was a little slow. It's difficult because we're landing at the very top. We're not even giving ourselves this whole area. So that's why I say try to swing out a little bit further so we can have more of a chance because we know we're going to have to come in steeper for the top here. All right, so we're going to do a max performance takeoff. And like I was talking to you, max performance takeoff, you land out of airport area. You get there, it's much higher than you thought. You're heavier, you're loaded stuff. And you don't know if you can get out of it. Well, we don't have the greatest power today because it's hot, humid, and our trees are really close to us. So what I would do is back up as far as I can, start my max peak takeoff. Once we get to the stop, we stop climbing, then we start moving forwards. Once we start moving forwards, we're getting clean air over the road ahead, and we'll get much more power available. So that's what we're thinking. We're going to take off from here, so the trees will be what we have to clear and out of airport stuff. So we'll pull up as high as we can, and then start drifting forwards, and you'll see, you're just managing your power. You're not pulling too much power, and if heaven forbid, don't race forwards, because if you don't get the airspeed, you want to be able to put back down and figure something else out. You don't want to crash into the trees, or if you rip up the collective, you're gonna, you know, lose everything and just drop right into the trees. All right. So to do a proper max performance takeoff, we do a magneto check. So we don't need to do. We did a magneto check.
Can your controls for a second?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put this away so I have better.
Right, put it in the thing in front of you. Right, I know, because it bumps into your leg and stuff. No worries.
That way, just all right.
Yeah, that's why it's better to have it on the left leg, because it on that side, because you're resting your arm and everything else on the side, you can catch it.
Right.
So it's better over here, and if you want, you could just push it over to the side, as long as it's not interfering with the collective, or you could tuck it in between your legs. You know, you can slide it over, right, whatever it's supposed to you. So like I said, the magneto check off, you would do a magneto check. Right. We don't need to do a magneto check, but when you do your check ride, you say, would you like me to do a magneto check? And he goes, yes. You roll it down, you turn the governor off, put it at 75%, you do your magneto check. Then roll it back up, then you do check gauge check. So all the gauges in green, fuel is good, car's good, no line. And then you stick your head out the thing and make sure no one's behind us. We look up, it's clear above us and forwards, and then we check our skid, because we're landed out of airports, and we want to make sure we didn't get any branches or wires or anything caught on us, so we're all clear. All right, so now eyes outside, and just try to do straight up, get light on the skids, don't rip up, just light on the skids, and then slow up.
Bring us into a hover.
Yep, a nice slow hover, so come back a little, come back a little. All right, now we want to come up. So pull up available power. We're not getting anything today. All right, so what we're going to do, this is what I'm talking about. We're not going to too close to those trees, but this is what you would do. We're pulling power. We're at max power, so I'm just going to go forwards. Try to keep forwards. A little less pedal movement. Yeah, this isn't working because we're inside this bowl. So, there we go, a little bit. And this didn't work here because we're inside a bowl and we just don't have the power of the 22. So I'm not comfortable with this. I'm going to come around to the left and I'll do like a circle and climb out. Yeah, that just wasn't working over there. Even though once we pop up, we have the wind. We'll try to do it at the airport. We'll better for that. Well, we won't lose the wind. Sometimes you might not have the power, so you have to like burn off fuel or, you know, unload a passenger or something. Right. So we're taking off. We want to go over the top of this pole right in front of us. We use all the power available. Go back into the wind and see what we're right now. All right. So just pick us up a little bit and then just circle out on the other side of that pole there.
Right, it's clear.
And I see a flag right there too. See, to the left of the pole, you got the firehouse over there? Yeah.
Wind has died down a little bit.
Yeah. All right, so let's head around to the right. Slowly. So left is clear, forward's clear, right's clear. Don't let our airspeed bleed off.
I'm going to start to turn in a little bit after this pole. Just,
yeah, that's the time, on the other side of the pole. So we could swing out a little further, maybe along the power line out there. Alright, so we come up to 500 feet, so we can start leveling off here. And let's get our forward airspeed to 60 knots. Alright, so left is clear, right is clear, so
good is clear. Just going to start my right hand turn.
Helicopter 50 from Papa. Come back, please.
Yeah, are you on my frequency or in my airspace? I'm not talking here.
Yeah, what's the edge doing out of airport, Tom? I'm staying below 600 over here.
Well, that's still my airspace. I gotta be talking to you there. Are you gonna be doing circles?
Yeah, just do circles, stay out of airport here.
Alright, let me check. Yeah, 555 to the top, squawk 4361.
Top squawk 4361.
Off my contact
I
portion.
guess we swung too far over that way.
Switching, have a good day.
Oil tower, cap 3113, inbound, left downwind 24.
Cap 3113, long tower, midfield, left downwind, runway 24.
Left downwind 24, cap 3113.
Alright, so once again, our car reads up. Gauge is in the green, fuel is good, car's good, no warning lights.
5 Uniform Papa, radar contact, altitude.
5 Uniform Papa, 500 feet.
5 Uniform Papa, let me know when you want to do something else. You can, your maneuvers over there to the southeast are through below 600.
Alright, 5 Uniform Papa, yeah, I'm going to do maneuvers here to the southeast below 600 feet.
Coming in for a steep approach.
Yep, so we're really high, so we might pick out a landing spot further up. So we're just riding like the rumples down. We're at 200 foot descent rate, still above ETL. Wow, with these winds, see, doesn't want to be easy for us.
Good morning, flight. It's
But see, we're coming in a much steeper approach.
Flight 454 November, Golf 1 on tower. Continue about runway 24.
24, go.
Come down. It's really steep, but it's not so bad. I just get a little ball movement, so
Say that again, pick up
it's not
3113.
level here. Touchdown over here.
Oh, yeah, I can do it now. We're going to Halstead.
Find a clear spot.
Cap 3113.
We gotta find someone to cut the grass for us over here. Nice and easy.
Pretty good. Let's go.
Ooh, nice running landing.
Gotta start our own heliport over here.
Yeah. Alright, so you know what? You want to pick us up, taxi us back, and just do a normal takeoff, and then come around to the left.
Okay. Alright, eyes are outside, initiating pickup.
Sorry. Alright, a little left pedal. Alright, so right tail's clear. Just come around. Yeah, the winds aren't being good here for us today. We'll come out nice and slow. We got all this tall tree, you know, bushes and everything else, so it's not helping. Alright, get a little bit over there. Yeah, you feel that? We're gonna be right into this bush, right into this one. Alright, we'll come to a hubby here. Alright, so clear right there.
Right tail is clear.
Oh, left pedal turn. Slow. So come back a little bit towards the opposite direction. Okay. Alright, so let's just do a normal takeoff. Nice and slow. Let's aim for the pole to the left. Okay. Give us a little more running room. Might push through. Great. There's that wind. Slide out, set us on climbing, back forward airspeed, we're really slow. Good.
Tower 4 November Golf, you got anybody behind us? Long landing?
So turning left, so clear left, is that right? Get up climbing. Really don't like how the winds are here. Let's swing out a little bit further, come back in. We'll get to like 500 feet. Wonder if the woods have moved on us again.
Clear check 449, runway 24, good land.
Got the flag. Got a flag right there.
I don't see it.
Right there, well the big one right there, along the LAE.
Oh, yes.
And we got one right here, it's a small one. Same thing. So 500 feet, so let's level out, and let's get forward air. We'll just actually keep it about 45, 50. Alright, so we have carpet up. So start our turning.
Alright, forward is clear, right is clear. Okay.
Turn to the island, alright, just take Alpha 1 off in the parking with me.
Might be a little better with the noise or wind. Yeah, with that flag, yeah, just a little more that way. Alright, so just a little right pedal, and just start slowing it up. Just a hair. So coming from a normal approach. Just a tiny bit of right paddle to turn. Let's just come to the left a little. Good. Alright, so we don't want to slow up too much. We want to go to the vortex when you say. So let's just keep overcycling. Overcycling now because we lost all that wind in the belt. Coming in. Coming in. Nice and easy. Alright. At the end, you just want to make sure you give the left paddle on the power. This is an 8 as well, head back. Can I pick this up?
Pick us up. Alright,
Yeah.
eyes are outside.
We might need altitude so I can hear them. So do you think we should climb?
Yeah, you got it.
So let's get both cycle, okay? Close the ball. I don't feel comfortable, so I'm just going to avoid and come around to the left.
Long out there. Wind 24012. The weather's better than 5005. Temperature 28, 2.22. Altimeter 2993. Visual approach and use landing. Wind shear detection system not available. Taxiway Bravo, hold bay commission west of Taxiway Bravo between Bravo 3 and Bravo 4. Use caution for increased bird activity in and around the airport. All departures except closed traffic contact clearance delivery on 121.85. Advise on contact your information Alpha. Alpha.
Get up a little bit. Keep this way. Flying Tower Helicopter November 555, uniform Papa.
555 uniform Papa, down.
Flying Tower Helicopter 555, uniform Papa, 5 miles to the northeast at 500 feet with information Alpha, inbound for the sod.
Alright, 555 uniform Papa, Lawrence Tower, contact 500. Continue direct to the sod, below 600, south of runway 24, center line all time.
5 Papa, south of center line, all times, below 600, 5 Papa, direct into the sod. Alright, so just head right for the tower. Keep us here at 500, like 65 knots. Perfect. I think I'm going to call the tower when we get back later. So you see we got a flag down there, so that helps us. We know where our winds are coming for. So we're coming straight into the wind, so once we get a little closer, then we'll get a little closer to the airport and go direct right into the blacktop.
Okay, we're gonna do a direct in, right?
Yep, straight in. So we could probably start drifting over to the right a little bit.
I was gonna say, because from right here, we're directly into the blacktop.
Right, exactly. Like this is a little better, and then once we get, closer, then, just fine adjustments. Make it straight in, but 624 is this way, so.
Clear check 449, turn left to Bravo, Charlie to Park. 104 Tango, are you ready?
Ready when you are. 4 Tango.
104 Tango, Roger, Whiskey Beam, clear for takeoff, fly heading of 180.
It's either very Long Island or very much from Staten Island.
180 without a delay. We're clear for takeoff for 100, 4
Probably
Tango.
Long Island.
Yeah.
555 from Papa, start to look for traffic just departed from the Whiskey ramp there. Yellow helicopter, southbound. They're crossing over 24 now, they're going to be heading towards your way.
5 Papa, keep an eye out for traffic. Yeah, 5 Papa, I have traffic outside.
Right.
They're right in front of us. They're just to the left. I don't, you can see them. They're tiny. They're just along the horizon. They just rise a bit above the horizon.
Oh, yeah.
So we got them. So let's just come to the right a little bit.
104 Tango, just continue on the 180 heading for now. And if you look for traffic off your left, helicopter 400 feet inbound for the sod. I believe it's your company.
All right, we'll continue on the 180 heading southbound, and we'll look for traffic. 100 for Tango.
That's Steve. No. Tango.
Falcon Papa, clear to land sod.
Papa, clear land, sod.
No, it's not the same company. But he's heading directly south, so that means back to side. Lost it now. So you can come to the right a little bit.
November 104 Tango, turn left heading 120 below 1,400 feet.
104 Tango, left turn 120 out of below 1,400.
Radar contact, climb ahead with that.
All right, we got 1,000 for 4 Tango.
Good. So we come just a little more to the right because we want to get like closer and parallel to see where the plane is landing.
Yep.
That's the runway's all the way out there, so it's not climbing. Careful to climb. Still clear all the way around.
Clear on the right, clear forward.
104 Tango,
Just get a little closer.
that helicopter traffic just off your left front now. I would say about 10 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock, 2.5 miles, 400 feet descending for the sod.
I'm looking, I don't have to back to 4 Tango.
Yeah, it should be no factor.
Alright, so just drift a little more to the right to hit a windsock, so we want to just be on the other side of that. Good.
71 Hotel Foster, taxi to parking via Bravo 2, Bravo.
Bravo 2, Bravo Whiskey, 7, 1 at departure, parking.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you there, again.
Yeah, Bravo 2, Bravo Whiskey to parking, 7 1 departure.
Thank you.
It's a little windy, and then we get mechanical turbulence, so just stay stiff on it. And if it gets really bad, slow up. Whenever, that's the big thing with any kind of heavy turbulence or whatever.
1004
Feel like you're getting all over the place.
traffic,
So you don't have mass bumping, just slow up a little bit.
Correction, that's Cherokee.
Be between 60
Off
and
your
79.
3 o'clock,
Closer
2 to 3 o'clock.
So the windsock's this way.
2.5 miles, appears to be inbound, 2,000 feet level.
We'll look at 4 Tango.
Alright, so I don't see anybody around. No one's coming into 3-3. Or 1-5 left and right, so we're clear the runways. Have the plane taxiing in. The plane.
Long Island Tower, Cap 3139er is with you, 2100.
Cap 3139 Long Island Tower, continue straight in for runway 24.
Straight in for 24, Cap 3139er.
Good.
104 Tango, that traffic appears turning to the west now off your 3 o'clock, 2 miles, 1900 feet.
Just maybe turn it.
Terminates across the Operations Route.
Traffic aside, and radar
So let's come out a little bit more.
terminated for 100 4 Tango.
Alright, let's slow it up. Just ahead, just right. Slight hair. So we don't have to go to a screeching stop. So that's good. Let's just slow it back out. And come in. This is almost like a shallow approach. Like this. Slight aft cycling. Level the ship. We'll pull on the power, so it'll be a low left pedal. And actually, we did a running landing almost. That's actually what you would do. You would come in like a shallow approach like that, and do a running landing when you're doing what's it called? If you were doing like we were power limited, say we lost the magneto, we're too hot, heavy, like 3 inches hot, heavy, humid, and high. So you can't hover. So you're coming in a nice shallow approach and just like a slow like running landing, just like that. Big thing is keep the skids level, and to stop the helicopter, we lower the collective. We don't ever pull the cyclic back because I just twist flip the helicopter. So this is actually more just for drift from left and right, and the pedals for a heading.
Okay.
All right. So we'll pick up, and we'll ask them for closed left traffic back to the side.
Me or you?
You. So we'll pick up, we'll request closed left traffic back to the side. He might say a million things. He might say, be east of 24 at all times, below 600 feet. Just any of that information, just read that back.
Okay.
All right, we'll take us up. Eyes outside.
Eyes are outside. Taking us up.
Take your time.
Island Tower, clear track 413.
Come back a little.
Short. Runway 24, ready for departure.
A little more F, yeah, right there. So just hold us here to stable harbor. We'll wait a moment because that plane was talking to him, so they must be doing a change in the tower because he hasn't answered it.
Just to see if...
Clear track 413, long tower turn, right, heading 290 on departure, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
What are you saying?
the other day, all like
Right heading
6, 7,
290 and departure runway 24, clear track 413.
Yeah, you're clear for takeoff, clear track 413.
the National Guard over here took off a bunch of their helicopters the other day.
Oh yeah, they're cool. They go.
Cap 3139, runway 24, still on.
Clear to land, Cap 3139.
Alright, ask for clear, left close traffic back to the side.
This is Long Island clearance, right?
No, tower.
Right now?
Yep.
Tower November 555, uniform Papa, inside, left-hand coast,
Helicopter 555, uniform Papa, spot, clear for takeoff, make left close traffic below 600, south of runway 24 at all times.
Uniform Papa, south of 24, close left traffic, below 600, clear for takeoff, uniform Papa.
Right, he gave you a whole bunch of things. So you just close left traffic back to the side. So like a painfully slow takeoff. So nice and slow. Push through. Now push through once you start to feel the rumbles, so we don't get too squirrely. Right. So push through. And this is the taxiway I'm talking about. We always want to stay just a little bit this side of it. We don't want to be on the other side of that for the pattern. So let's push through. So let's get closer. We don't want to be over here too much.
Right.
Just on this side of the taxiway.
Let's not overfly the expensive.
Right, the planes and the Black Hawks and the fuel pump. So let's keep our climbing and our airspeed. So we're coming up to the end of the runway here, so that's where I'll make our turn. So just before, we're about 200-300 feet, which is perfect. So all clear right, forward, left, and we'll make our turn. Nice and slow. So we start our turn nice and slow. And I'm watching around, and then I want to turn on to 1
Flight 295 with you, 2.7 in the descent, straight into 4, we have Alpha.
Cruise type 413, close to your left, you see a helicopter. They're going to be turning left here momentarily, below 600 feet, and turn right now, heading 290.
So we come up a little, then we come to the end of 3-3. You see it out there?
Yep.
So let's keep it
Cruise
forward.
type 413, fly heading up 290, contact
clear right,
departure
clear left,
120.05.
and we turn.
120.05.
That one's towards the E.
Flight 295 long tower, runway 24, clear to land, number 2, following traffic found, I have final assessment.
Okay, clear to land 24, looking for the Cessna in front of us, next Flight 295.
Come on, Tower 5, Papa, downwind to the side.
So keep our airspeed.
Just clock 1200 in the pattern for me, and side clear to land south 24. Traffic on a mile final, assessment for runway 24.
VFR, clear to land south.
So keep our airspeed, don't let us slow down. We're slow down.
327 Fox 2000 behind the Plata.
23 posture, runway 24, clear to land number 3, following the Plata.
So depending on how comfortable you feel, with the altitude and stuff, so we're at 55, we're at 450 feet.
Yeah, 3139, you see a helicopter on your
straight like
11
this.
clock, just turning left base for the sod.
It's a decent heavy wind,
South runway all time.
so it's clear right.
Thank you.
Left, like the edge of the tree line, that's where I'm going to turn. You don't want to go too far past the edge tree line, because all the houses here. Don't let it slow up, just keep it forward cycling. Once again, we're slowly descending, because we're just doing a normal approach. Level out here, 3-3. Once again, I look out, make sure.
3139 has the helicopter, thanks sir.
So we want to, like, once we get here, keep up over this, and then just turn us back in. So we slowly start descending, keep our airspeed.
There's our landing spot.
Yeah. So just bring us in there. Nice and slow.
Reduce your speed, you gotta
So bring us down a little bit more, probably. And you can start slowing on it. Now slowing up, you're going to just lower the collective because it wants to climb. Right. A little right paddle. Lower it.
Now, where are you parking it at?
Right there, just like
Cap
that.
3139, returning to Holstead, sir.
Good.
Okay, alright, turn left on 3-3 left there, and then contact ground.
Now come back a little bit.
3-3 left and
Just like
contact ground, Cap
almost like a
3139.
baby flare for a second, slow us down. Then you feel the drop, then we get back forwards again. so you barely feel it. Alright, so slow up a little bit more. I'll bring in power, left pedal head. Onto stable hover. And we just let it settle down. A little forward. We have a little bit of a wind just pushing us back, so that's why I just did a little forward, so we could just like cut through. Almost feel like Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Alright, you know what? We're going to do max performance here. For takeoff, we're going to ask for close left traffic, but for our takeoff, instead of going straight right away, we're going to lift straight up, and as soon as I'm going to say a point on we can't climb anymore, then we'll start pushing forwards, and that's what you would do out of the airport.
Okay.
Alright, so just call tower and just say, you don't need to go a whole number, just say 5 uniform papa, request close left traffic. Back to the side. Alright.
Helicopter 555 uniform papa, side clear for takeoff, make left close traffic south of runway 24 at all times.
Papa, clear for takeoff south of runway 24 at all times. Left traffic, 5 uniform papa.
So each time he gives us up, you just
295, 90 to respond to the helicopter from the midfield and the side departing. They're going to be south of the runway.
Nice and slow.
295.
A little bit F. Forward. Right, we want to come up. So we're going up, we're going up, going up, going up. We're at almost up how we can't really climb anymore. So now forward cycling. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Just like the regular takeoff, like painfully slow.
295, are you going to modern north?
Immediately.
Today we are, yes.
Just go
turn right on runway 33 left, take that all the way down Whiskey.
There's ASP back to 40.
We're going to try for 33, stand by.
50 knots. Keep it going, keep forward cycling. Don't come back. Alright, now we just give like a hair F
We got 33.
to get our climb in, and then back
take that all the way down, and then with
see, now we got our 500 foot climb in, and we're at 50 knots, so it's perfect.
And then here we
Keep a little bit further, yeah, come closer to the end.
Yep, and then we go up to 15.
Yes. Alright, so I always say right clear, forward clear, left clear, so you can start your left turn. Good, nice and easy. You gotta wait for the compass to catch up. Right there, perfect. So I back outside, come over a little bit to the left, just a little bit. We got a good climb in, good airspeed, perfect. So I'm looking out, I can see the end of 3-3 in a minute.
Parallel with 3-3.
Alright, so now I'm going to start clearing. So I'm going to say clear right, forward, left.
Forward and left.
So start coming left. And then I make my call saying 5 uniform papa, downwind to the side.
Downwind to the side.
6. And then I do like...
I still got you squawking that old squawk. Can you squawk 1200?
I'm sorry about that.
3257 Foxtrot, where are you going?
Alright, so car Peter's up.
Left,
Feeling
just
good,
take
car
whiskey
good,
and then
no
Alpha
warning.
Park.
No warning.
Yeah, I started talking.
Slow down for now.
And I should have
No,
squawked.
that's fine, you can take it with.
So keep us back to 60 knots. Make it easier for us.
Lower.
And, you know,
Papa, stock clear to land south runway 24.
in a perfect world, we would go to the end.
73 up already.
You got houses here, so we try to be considerate. So, like,
23
middle of the bushes will start our turn.
wait.
So, right is clear, left is clear, so come to the left. So, just watch we don't lose the airspeed, because we lose the airspeed and the nose wants to come on. But you don't want to have to push over to see that, like, we feel like a big dip, so we don't want that either. We want to try to make it nice and easy to set around.
Right.
That's good. So we got the jet out there. The plane taxiing in, then what's coming in. So we're clear right, we're clear left. So we can start our left turn in. And now you're not even looking at the instruments so much, you're just keeping your eyes outside. So you're trying to keep what feels good for airspeed and altitude to make our spot. So you just make your adjustments that you feel you need to. Feel like you're too fast? Remember, slow up a little bit. You slow up, you just got to give it a hair down low collector so we don't climb. You feel good like this, then keep our airspeed in. This is good, this is a really good approach. It's a nice approach. So you get a little closer, you want to just slow up a little.
273, wind 220 at 12, runway 24. Clear for takeoff, that black helicopter heading to your left is landing in the side south of your runway.
Clear takeoff on runway 24,
Delta 7, copy.
So I'll get a little right paddle, just a little lower. I'll start with pull power in, nice and slow. Left paddle, left paddle. Yeah, that was perfect, just a little too high at the end. A little too high. Alright, so touchdown. I mean, you wouldn't have felt comfortable landing on this flat top at that altitude, would you?
Nah, it would have been too much of a quick stop to then
exactly.
lower.
You got to remember, you're flying with passengers or yourself, so you want everyone to feel comfortable and everything else. You're not doing stuff like that. You're just coming for a nice approach. So you had the perfect setup and whatever, and when the winds hit us, it pushed us up a little. So you just got to like fight that a little and just push the collective down a little, keep us on our descent rate.
Right.
Let's do another one. That was good. All right. Everything else was great. Avalon. I don't know who they are. All right, so call tower again, and just request
Bell
close.
273, contact 476, please.
And request close left traffic back to the side. And remember, he might say to you, I remain south of 24 at all times below 600 feet. So remember, clear for takeoff south of 24 below 600 feet, left traffic. So whatever he says to you, just...
You're going to have to wait 3 minutes to wait turbulence, or do you want the full length? What'd you say?
So pick us up.
We'll wait here.
You're outside.
Okay, you'll wait. All right.
We're a little sloppy. All right, so full tower.
Into the slope.
Fog is Papa. Fog clear to take off south of runway 24. Or 729 to your Papa, runway 24. Clear to the option on the go runway heading, maintain 2000.
Yeah, just always say, you don't need to say 555, just say 5 uniform Papa, close left traffic back to the side.
Right.
So he knows we're coming back in, not landing in the slopes or somewhere else. So I just push through, nice. So keep us going, keep the nose pushed through, keep it going. Don't let it slow up yet, still a little bit. Right there, 50 knots. So just a little F, a little slight add, and you see that climb? Perfect. That's perfect. Now just get back to our airspeed again. When you're pulling power, we have available power. Right, just perfect. The taxiway, not close to the runway. We're coming up to the edge, so once again, we're clear right,
clear.
forward, clear left.
Left is clear.
So once you're ready, start on our left turn.
Alright. Starting left.
So nice and easy. You could make it a little bit easier. So if we have a really wind, so you don't feel like you're getting like pushed.
Alright, and I don't overshoot it either.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you can overshoot it a little, that's fine. 15, that's perfect. So we got a nice climb in. Well, let's get a little more of a climb, so slow up a hair. Alright, we're coming up to the end of 3-3, so we don't lose our
Helicopter 555, you're on Papa, clear to land south, south of runway 24 at all times, traffic on 3 mile per hour.
555, Papa, clear to land south, remain south of 24 at all times. Alright, so start turning in.
729 Sierra Papa, you may see traffic 11 o'clock, just passing midfield left downwind below 600, a helicopter.
Head on 6,
will be landing
and
in
get
the
our climb
south
back in.
of your runway.
We want to get to 500 feet. Right, so let's just slip a little, get the climb back in. We want to be up to 500 feet. So I pulled the copy, so it's copy.
November 105 Hotel Foxtrot, runway 24 at Bravo, clear for takeoff, no line.
24 at Bravo, clear
That's
for
good,
takeoff,
we'll stay here.
125.
We didn't get up, so. You want to try to get up to 600 when you're turning it downwind. You want to be at like 600. So you can easily go through my radio pole
You can do a touch and go.
and my gauge is checked. Okay, so we're clear right left. You want to give us like a hair?
555 Papa, that traffic on final is just at your 12 to 11 o'clock, mile and a half, 700 descending.
555 Papa, that's off the site. Yep, same out there. But we're going to be turning before them.
That's a big boy right there.
Yeah. So you just let it know for like wake turbine.
Sierra Papa, that helicopter traffic, 11 o'clock, half mile, 400 feet in a left turn south of runway.
Negative traffic, Sierra Papa.
Alright, good. So level us out now, and just bring us in, like what you feel comfortable. Airspeed descent. So this time we were a little high, so we can start maybe a little.
November 105 Hotel Foxtrot, 1 able, left turn heading of 210.
Okay, we don't want to slow down too
Heading
much.
210, 105 Hotel Foxtrot.
Have to pull too much power. Good. Maybe a little bit more. Lower. Forward airspeed. Watch our drift to the right. Just come back to the left a little.
105 Foxtrot, contact departure, please.
Departure 105 Foxtrot.
Alright, so let's get down a little hammer. Right there. Keep our airspeed. Keep our airspeed till we get a little closer, because we got a heavy wind in front of us. So now we're going to start going, like slide aft. Slide aft, slide aft. Almost like a quick stop. 10 level. Alright, let me show you it's like what I was talking about with the running landing. We come in for a shallow approach. So I'm going to pick us up.
Okay.
Feel stiff. Alright, so
I'm on with you.
and I'll show you what we'll do. When you come in for a shallow approach, you're going to be coming, and the big thing with the shallow approach is keeping up your airspeed. And you're almost shocked when you touch down. The most important thing is you want both skids level when they hit. You don't want the tail or the nose hit first. You want them to be level. And also,
Skyhawk 92131, aimed on runway 24.
cyclic is used for the drift, pedals for heading, and the collective is to stop you. So you just lower it easy, nice and slow. You don't slam it down. You just slam it down and wind up rolling over. So pick up. Come on, we're
729 Sierra Papa, turn right heading up 360, maintain 2,000 feet.
I'm just come forward a little. So we're coming in a shallow approach. So I'm coming down nice and easy, eyes outside. Almost shocked when we touch the ground. See? And I just lower the collective.
Departure 120.05.
Just like that, that's what you would do.
Oh, okay. This, you just maintain.
2131 or 24 clear land.
You don't use this to turn or anything because you're going to make yourself roll.
Yes, what happens is this, and you want to get tense and you want to pull it back. I even found myself a little bit like, but you know, just keep it as loose as possible. This is just the drift. So when you come down, especially if you're doing a running landing on the blacktop or concrete, you'll slide a little bit. So you can just bring it over to the, you know, you could just move slightly to the left or right, just to keep us out drift, you know, going straight. But other than that, the pedal's for the heading. So if it starts turning this way, you just give it a little left pedal, you know, just put the nose back in. This is the main thing.
This is our brake, and this is our lifeline right here, all the time.
Exactly. All right, yeah, pick us up.
All right, picking us up.
Right there, catch the left pedal, catch the left pedal. Right, because we got the wings.
That was a lot more than I anticipated.
Don't worry. So let's go forwards, nice and slow. Let's do it again. Let me just come a little to the right, go more into the wing. So it's nice and easy. You always keep up the airspeed, level, and I just lower the collective. Just nice and easy. You felt that? Yeah, nice and simple and easy like that. All right, let's do one more pattern.
Okay.
So pick up and just say 5 U Papa, close left traffic back to the side.
Okay.
Nice and easy. Good, very good. Now catch the left pedal, wind, right here. We don't want to climb anymore. Alright, do the radio.
5 U Papa, requesting close left traffic, back to the side.
Helicopter 555 U Papa, stock clear for takeoff, let's go step approved, south of runway 24.
5 U Papa, clear for takeoff, south of runway 24.
He was too low, I didn't hear him.
I turned it down, I just realized that. Alright, so forward, nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
Turn this up. Yeah, I know that, I'm sorry, that was my mistake. I turned it down because I wanted to talk. Alright, so let's just keep our push through. Right, we want to push through that transverse flow effect and that roll. So keep forward. So we're like 50 knots, so slide aft, just slide aft. And then back forward. Right, keep on climbing. So we're good, good 500 feet. We just watch our power so we don't power. Coming up to the edge of the runway.
Coming up to the edge of the runway. My right is clear, forward is clear, left is clear.
That's what our left turn. Nice and easy. Good. Now try not to lose airspeed. Good. We keep it in trim, so that helps a lot. A little whistle. Let's drop out the hole. Tiny bit to the left. We're not to 3-3 yet, so we got a minute. So, just a tiny bit more. Alright, so we're clear right, we're clear left, and so head towards 6. And I would call tower now. And let him know
say November 5 uniform.
No, just say 5 Unit Papa, downwind for the side.
Downwind for the
Helicopter 555, Uniform Papa, clear to land, stock, south runway 24. Traffic, Cessna is on a 1.5 mile from runway 24, start to look for them.
Keep an eye out for traffic.
November 92131, look for traffic, black helicopter, 11 o'clock, 2 miles, midfield, left downwind. We'll be landing in the sod, south of your runway at all times, currently at 400 feet indicated.
We're going to traffic right now, 92121.
Don't want to climb.
Yeah, we say right here. He has his 450, but I have 550, that's fine. Like I said. Yeah, don't let yourself push in too much, because you want to make your turn nice and easy.
Right.
Don't over-anticipate. I know it's easy. Oh, there's that wind, so I'm pushing. All right, so we'll clear right, clear left, come around. Good. You might pull a little more collective so we don't get crazy descent.
Got the helicopter inside. Roger.
And 555, do you have the Cessna in sight there, your right side now?
5 aircraft in sight.
Roger.
All right, so come in. So just bring us right into our path. Just hold it like right where we are now. And we know when it gets a little closer, we'll adjust maybe down a little bit, maybe slow up a little bit. So yeah, I would start slowing up a little. Watch our drift to the right. So just try to keep it level. Right, just like that. Good. So just keep up over there. Right here, yep. Start slowing up a little bit more. Easy slow, easy slow. See how you're drifting to the right?
Yeah.
Because you're getting tense, that's what's happening. Alright, so just level, lower the shift, left pedal, and come down. Yeah, you're getting tense, so that you're pulling to the right, so we keep on drifting. That's everyone does it, it's normal. Alright, so if you want to pick us up,
92131, exit right on runway, correction, exit right on Bravo, do a 180 and just hold short of 24.
Bravo, do a 180 and hold short of 249, 2121.
And you said you wanted to do a few full stop back to back?
right pedal?
Yeah, full stop back to back. The next landing's going to be a full stop.
On Tower Helicopter 5, your Papa and Star, request air taxi back to parking.
5 from Papa, roger that. Aircraft on the runway is turning at Bravo. You can cross runway 24 into parking.
Alright, 5 Papa, I can cross runway 24 back to the parking.
Go ahead. Oh, we got that left wind. That's the worst wind. Because that is pushing all our bad air right back into our tail rotor.
Right.
So we clear left and right. You always check. So I got that plane there. Got a plane coming out. And I see a plane running up in the end. So we'll get down there and we'll decide. When I go down, I'm going to go on the other side of our thing. So we'll be turning into the wind back into parking.
I'm in parking with you.
Yes, in the parking with me.
Alright, so we clear left and right.
2131, are you ready?
Yes, sir. 92131 ready. Holding short runway Bravo and
Runway 24, clear for takeoff at Bravo. Make right close traffic.
right traffic, clear for takeoff. 921.
See, they should have moved up. Alright, so we're back to the yield.
991 Alpha Fox on tower, midfield left down on 24.
Nice and slow.
Left down 124, Tower Cessna 729, sir, pop in down, GPS.
So the winds are really playing with us?
729, Sierra Pablo Tower, continue by runway 24.
24, sir, pop.
Okay, so now we roll down. Turn governor off, please. And then I got my cyclic. You get a collective friction, please.
Collective friction is on.
Start our timer. Oh, we got 75 seconds, and we got 2 minutes. Turn off navigation. Turn down the radio. Yeah, that was just a little too windy to come down with you. For you to be on the controls.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, you felt that it was like really pushing us about.
Yeah. Especially with the pedals.
Yeah, right,
my brain is a little slow when it's like, oh, this you require a lot more today because of the wind.
Yes, with the left. And I was really giving a lot of left pedal there, so we were being pushed.
Yeah, you were really playing around with the pedals today, especially even in that short little, that little short, not even 25, 30 feet part.
It
you were dancing around.
Right. Yeah, it's hard. Sorry.